ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. If you are a returning viewer or you've paid attention to my videos for the past 3 days, please don't roll your eyes. I know you have seen this question on the screen on Monday, on Tuesday, now Wednesday, and I have yet to answer it. I promise I will answer. Ideally, the goal is to have that video out, that tutorial video outlining what, in my opinion, and I would really argue this down. Like, I think that this is it, and by no means is this original to me, but it's not something that I see sort of parroted out there in the trading world, and it needs to be. So the three pillars of successful trading, right? I want folks to engage in the comment section, take a stab at it. And even if you don't comment and take a stab at it, I want you to, as you approach the markets day in and day out, to really think about it until I release that video again. God willing, it should be released before the ending of May, before we start June. I've been super busy. I don't think you guys would realize how busy I am doing some freelance stuff and also creating a huge amount of content on the back end for both folks that are paying for my course and folks like yourself that might be consuming it for free. I think I have about 20 to 30 tutorial videos that I'm going to be releasing again to both free and paid members in the upcoming weeks, in the upcoming months. So it takes a lot in terms of gathering my thoughts, my ideas, how I want to present the information to you, making it as crystal clear, just really kind of that ABC 1, 2, 3 of trading, because I like to simplify things, right? Trading in and of itself can be difficult to some, so the last thing I want to do is convolute it anymore, okay? So I say that to say, don't roll your eyes. Please be patient, right? Patience. Start practicing that, because that will help you in the future as a trader. Just be a little bit patient. It's coming. But in the meantime, definitely ponder and think on, again, what are the three pillars of successful trading. When I release it, hopefully you incorporate it, and that'll take you to the next level in your trading game. So before we get underway with our typical recap of the overall markets, if this is your first time tuning in to a ShortMeTina video, I want to say welcome. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know your name. Let us know how long you've been trading, and generally any information you want to share. If you are returning and you're dialed in, tuned in every single day, oh man, from the bottom of my heart, it is really appreciated. I know you can be listening to a gazillion other channels. You choose to stop in here daily. It means so much. You too, comment in the comment section. It will mean a lot to us. Is there anything else I want to cover before I get underway? I think that might be it for the opening. Yeah, and if anything, I'll definitely just catch it along as I analyze the chart. So let's kick it off with the recap of the overall markets. All right, so right now what we're looking at is the S&P 500 daily chart. You folks should know why I always start out with the SPY and the IWM. The IWM because I tend to trade, it tracks the small cap index, and I do from time to time trade the small cap index and the SPY, obviously, because I feel it's a little bit more encompassing. It's a reflection, it's an index for just a lot of stocks, right? And so my motto is overall markets first, individual stocks second. So don't just jump in and out of trades willy-nilly. First, assess, right? First, gauge what the, for lack of a better way of framing it, gauge what the temperature is in the overall markets, right? And that should dictate whether or not you're long or short with your individual trades. Hence why I typically always go over the SPY. So what's the SPY telling me to do in terms of my trades? Well, I still think that the chart looks very bullish. So let me go over it for those that are unfamiliar with my metrics. So for me, the SPY has been trading within a channel, a well-defined range, and I'm gonna link it. I feel like I haven't linked for the last 2 or 3 videos. I will upload and link how to trade a channel. Very simple, a very easy pattern to replicate. So if you're looking for a pattern to start learning, definitely go and check out how to trade a channel. I don't think it gets any simpler than that. It might. If it's complicated to you, then definitely let me know. Send me an email. Maybe I'm missing something, but I think it's relatively easy to trade. So the SPY has been trading within a channel. Some folks call this a channel, consolidation, range, either or. For me, that range, the lower end comes in at around 260. The upper end comes in at around 280. Again, if you can see, we have been within this range minus a few springs, right? We overshot here, we overshot here. Let's say we quote unquote undershot here, overshot here. So since bottoming out in December, the market has rallied about 25%, right? Huge move. That's a huge move in a short period of time. Expect your pullbacks, stocks, ETFs, nothing goes up in a straight line, you can see, right? If you take a longer term view of the SPY, like going back a few years, this only goes back to 2017, you'll see that the market goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back. That's very healthy. So for this rally in 5 months, 25%, expect your pullbacks, right? And so the market pulled back. And so what I was saying, right, you can see the levels highlighted here, 280 to 282. I said, well, 280 to 282, once acting as resistance, and we can call resistance a wall, meaning when the markets reach those levels, right, you had the sell-off. So you see it here. We got to that level, then we sold off. We got to that level, we sold off. Got to that level, sold off, sold off, sold off, so on and so forth. So when we finally broke through that level, that was great, right? That is like momentum, and I expected things to get a little bit nice, right? I expected the markets to rally, which it did. Once it broke through 280 to 282, we shot up in the span of a few trading days to 294.95, where we topped out so far and we pulled back. So I said, well, in my opinion, if the market pulls back, that level that acted as resistance, 280 to 282, for quite some time, should now act as support, meaning when it gets to that levels, buyers should come in, step in, and buy the markets. And for the past 3 days, more or less, that's what has happened, right? So let's play out the scenario again after we had that free fall before, let's say, a meaningful bounce. So we went as low as let me zoom in. Actually, this is good. We went as low as 279, right? We bounced. Then the market again retested it the second day. Not the second day, let's call it yesterday, which it was. Yesterday, we went as low as 281.85, right? Still well within bouncing off of that 280 to 282 support. We bounced. And today, we went as low as 281.85, I see here, and then we bounced to close at 285.15. So that 280 to 282 mark, once acting as resistance for the past 3 trading days, actually more than that. We can say it's acted as support since we broke out, but it has been retested these past 3 trading days. And for me, the bulls have stepped in because it has held up. Granted, that first day we dipped to 279.93, but that is right on that hairline of 280. So I'm going to say we held that ground safe. So 285.15 is our close. Are we out the woods? Are we ready to rally yet? Obviously not. What am I paying attention to? I am paying attention to the next major push. So if tomorrow the markets pull back, right, let's say to 283 to 284, even if it goes back to 280 to 282, that's fine as long as we can hold. So now I'm going to be paying attention to, if this makes sense. I don't think I'm all over the place, but it's a lot to possibly follow along. So if you have any questions, just make sure to comment in the comment section. So what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for a confirming volume. So the next push, right, to that 285, 286, 287 level, like as we grind higher here, if that is a scenario, I'm expecting confirming volume. And what I'm really paying attention to, that level outside of 280 to 282, that needs to act as support. The next level I'm paying attention to more or less is when that break occurred. So we can call that, let's say, that 287 level, right? So once we get there, if we can push through that level with confirming volume, then I think more than likely that was it in terms of the retest, and we're ready to trade in that 300 range, which I expect. What else? All right, so IWM traded fairly well today, and since I spent about 6 minutes on the SPY and other things, the IWM and all the analysis going forward will be really short, about 30 seconds. Again, if you have questions in the comments section, or you can reach out to us via email at tina@shortmetina.com or support@shortmetina.com. Closed at 154.11, but like I indicated in the previous videos, buyers should step in and support of 150 should hold. It has held great. As long as it holds, things are safe. Ideally, I'd like for this to, again, make another attempt at pushing above 160 and actually holding this time around. We traded above 160 on 2 occasions. Let me move this so I can see the exact dates to give them to you. So on May 3rd, we traded and closed above 160. We closed at 160.53. And on May 6th, we closed at 160.71. So that's great because we closed above levels we haven't traded at since about 6 or 7 months ago. So for me, again, as long as we can hold 150, I'm feeling good. I'm still looking for trades too long, and I'm gonna in this video I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna demonstrate a trade that we've actually been waiting on for a very long time that we traded during this market pullback, and we're up nicely on that trade. At any rate, as long as 150 can hold for the IWM, I'm good. I just want us to attempt to get over that 160 level and hold. What else? All right, and then we have Zynga. Continues to trade nicely, continues to have, in my opinion, a very monumental setup. So don't miss the boat on this one. I think it's really ready. It's gearing up for a nice run. Well, it's already had a nice run, but I think it has more in it left. So we're up about 3% on the day, closed at 619. So if you remember, we actually got into this trade around the low to mid 3s. So we're up very nicely with this Zynga trade. We ran into resistance again today. That came in at around $6.28. We pulled back. So again, closed at 619. Even if we pulled back a little bit to the high 5s, that's good. If we get to the low 5s and the story starts to look a little bit bleak, but if we pull back to the high 5s, fine. The minute we pop through 628 or 630 and we can hold, meaning we're going to be trading above this clear area that we haven't traded above since 2012. We're talking about 7 years, right? We haven't traded in this territory for 7 years. That's really great for me, and I think $8 is around the corner. So I'm still liking Zynga as a trade. What else? All right, and then we have ticker ACB up nicely on the day. So this is one of the trades that, if you have been a long time listener, you know that I've been waiting on this trade for a very long time. Didn't chase, saw tons and tons of run-ups within the stock, but refused to chase it. Finally, within these past few days, as the market sold off, our buy was actually triggered. We got into this trade, and we're up nicely. We're up north of 10%. I think we're up about 9 to 10% on this trade within a day or two. Wouldn't you like to get gains of 10% in a day or two on trades? I know I would. If I can get 10% every day, I'm golden. But the thing is that when the markets sell off, use that, right, to find opportunities in the market, right? Use those sell-offs to find stocks that have been overextended. Don't run from the markets, liquidate all your positions, and then you're sitting on the sidelines. When you're sitting on the sidelines, the actual pro traders like myself, we're looking for opportunities and we're capitalizing off of them. I'm going to go into details at a later date on ACB and exactly what we were looking for. I just wanted to use this as an illustration that when the market, there's always going to be a time to really liquidate all your positions and go short. I don't think I don't think that's the time when the market's just reached all-time highs, right? I remember, as I've indicated with shorts before, because we actually went short the market back in October with the collapse, right? The market gives you multiple opportunities to short, right? So again, we had a bit of a pullback, a 3 to 5% pullback. Look for opportunities to go long. What else? And then we have ticker SNAP. So first gap of 1006 was filled with the market pullback. That was great. I didn't add because of a couple of our trades were triggered with this sell-off. I think about we got into like 3 or 4 trades between last week and this week, which is actually a lot for us to get into 3 or 4 trades within the span of 5 days. That's a lot. But so I didn't get into Snap when the gap was actually filled here. Hopefully I get another chance to add to my position because I still like ticker SNAP. In the meantime, what I'm paying attention to on the upside would be like this 12 to 1250 level, right? If we can get above that and hold, that would be another opportunity, in my opinion, to add to my Snap position or to open up a new position. What else? And then we have ticker HEAR off about 2.4% on the day, closed at 932. As I've indicated in previous videos, I've been bearish on this stock since late October. When it was trading in the 20s, I said that it more than likely will fill this gap here of around $8.19. We didn't do it today. We didn't do it yesterday, but the stock continues to act bearish. I do not think it's going to be too long before that gap is actually filled. So bearish on ticker HEAR. What else? All right, and then we have Uber, ticker UBER, 5 minutes since the stock IPO'd, up about 3% on the day, closed at 41.22. As I indicated for the past 2 days, more than likely this gap here will get filled. That gap came in at around $41, right? 41? Yeah. $41.35. We filled that gap today, went as high as 41.66, I believe, right? Was that the high? Yeah, went as high as 41.66, pulled back. So based on trading activity today, I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be anything that's catastrophic. If you want to get into Uber, that might be your cue to go long. What else? And then we have ticker EVOP up about 2.4% on the day. Interesting move, right? The candle that we had yesterday indicated that a sell-off should have been underway. We didn't get that. We had a nice hard bounce again to be up about 2.4% on the day, closed at 28.98. So support of around 27.28 continues to hold with ticker EVOP. As long as it can hold, I remain bullish. What else? And then we have ticker DIS, Disney Daily Chart, up about 1%. So we closed at 134.68. Disney has pulled back some from its most recent high of 142.37. Definitely a far away from when we actually got into this trade in the low 100s. I still like it as a trade, as a long-term investment. I definitely see Disney at 150, potentially even 200. What is it going to do in the shorter term? That remains to be seen. But for me, I'm looking to add on all the pullbacks. I like the stock. I like the chart. What else? All right, and then we have ticker BPMX up about 1.65% on the day, closed at 126. So based on the chart, if you're long, what you want the stock to do right now really is to get above that $2 level and hold. So if you're long, what you should be paying attention to is to see whether or not BPMX drift towards that $2 level or drifts lower from that. Obviously, you'd want it to drift towards, rise above that and hold, and always pay attention to volume to confirm the move. What else? And then we have ticker MARA up about 1.2%, closed at 322. So again, I don't really like the volume. I don't like to trade these types of stocks. But in terms of the chart, right, the yearly chart looks relatively bullish in my opinion. As long as it can stay above, we can say 250 to 270, things are okay. And if we can break above this resistance line here of around $4, I think the stock can really make a run. So if you're long, that's what you should be paying attention to. What else? And then we have ticker CRON daily chart, closed at 15.15 today. We have pulled back quite some from the recent high in February of around $25.10. Very much so, quite frankly, nicely off of our entry back in August of around the low to mid fives. Sitting at 15.15 again, it's still too rich for me personally. But again, what I'm paying attention to is the most recent low of 13.90. Like I asked, was that it? Like, is the sell-off over? I'm not convinced that it is, but we have spent the past few days consolidating. So again, going forward, I'm going to be paying attention to 13.90 and a push above around 16 to 17 on volume. I think that would confirm that 13.90 was the bottom, but again, Not convinced, still too rich here for me to add. What else? All right, and then we have ticker EMES, off slightly on the day, closed at around 19 cents. It's been consolidating the past few trading days, I want to say dating back to last month. Am I bullish yet? No. The chart hasn't signaled that there's any reason to be bullish. In fact, it's looking like a very bearish chart. Do not be surprised to see this trading at around 17 cents. Once it gets to 16 or 17 cents, you might be able to get a bounce. If you're looking to go long, if you must get into this horrible, ugly chart, then you might want to look around there. What else? And then we have ticker SESN, up about north of 6% on the day. Again, don't necessarily like to trade these types of stocks, but it has been in a nice uptrend since the start of 2019. Again, uptrend characterized by higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So again, sitting here at 126, pay attention to 135, a break above there, and it looks like this potentially has a nice run in it. What else? All right, and then let's switch gears a little bit. Daily chart on Bitcoin. Right now, nice move, right? We've rallied since bottoming out, we can say, in February. Bitcoin went from around 3,000, now sitting here at a little over 8,000, hence why I love the cryptocurrency market. I don't trade in and out the way I do equities, but I do have a position in Bitcoin. Things look really good. If we can get over that 8,500 level, I think 10,000 is around the corner. And if we can surpass 10,000, we're definitely going to retest all-time highs and then definitely go further. I have been bullish on the cryptocurrency market. Not all cryptocurrencies, but definitely bullish on Bitcoin. What else? And let's round it out with Litecoin daily chart. Another coin that's trading extremely well, sitting here at 105.55. We are off nicely from December lows of around $20. So really good move in the cryptocurrency market. So if you're not in it, give it a try. But remember, it's extremely speculative market. So don't, obviously the cliche, don't invest with money you cannot afford to lose. So my eyes, like I indicated, is on that 100 level. If we can penetrate that, then I think things look really good. No doubt in my mind, we're going to retest the highs in the 300 to 400. So that's kind of it. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. Do you agree with my analysis? What do you think are the 3 pillars of successful trading? Comment, engage. If you're new, say hi. If you're returning, say hi. Secondly, I do videos Monday through Friday. If you want more video, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina and hit that notification button so you'll be notified. And lastly, I've been trading for a long time, over 15 years. So if you think you can learn anything from me, then definitely head on over to ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member.